All right, episode 8 of Halo the series. I'm gonna drink for this one. What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. I am DJ, aka Token Black Guard. If you are new here for the first time, hit that like button, subscribe button. I truly appreciate it. Trying to get 300 subscribers and on to 1,000. So every little bit of your support would help. Yeah, Halo the series. Oh my god, episode 8, titled Halo. Oh, I don't even know where to start with this one. I thought last week was bad. I thought, we'll try to bounce back from that, but Jesus Christ, we bounced in the wrong direction on this one. Where do I begin? Like I said, I'm drinking on this one because I was like, what the hell am I watching the whole time? Um, Before I even start, I feel like I've given this show plenty of leeway, and I've tried to be supportive of it as much as I can, but it is not Halo. It's only Halo in the name. That's the only thing Halo about this series. I was okay at the beginning with Master Chief taking his helmet off. I was on that side, but it's gotten ridiculous. Like, I mean, we've seen him naked more in this show than we've seen him with his helmet on. I'll get to that point later. But last week was like the Quan show. This week was the romance of Halo, which God help me. I remember where did we pick up at? We pick up back where um uh Halsey is still, she's been ostracized. We got Mackie and John. They had their vision with the Halo ring. Miranda Keys is in the lab. And what's the Indian lady? She's trying to cover her tracks from the thing. And we got, Kai is still doing her, she's got her pellet out, so she's going through her emotional thing. Key points of the episode is starts off with Kai and John, and man, I didn't know we were gonna go this route. I mean, I thought I saw it coming, but I was hoping they would stay away from it. We get Mackie and John, and they're talking about the Halo ring, the Halo from the vision they had, and he takes her out on a night out in town. He's in civilian clothes again, walking around. And the best line from this whole thing that made perfect sense about this show is when the Indian, I can't remember her name, Indian lady, the general, they're watching John and Maki walking on the park, and she's like, "He just going on for a stroll in the park." I'm like, "Yes, exactly. What the hell? Why would John 117, the leader of the Spartans, the main Spartan of all the Spartans, the legend, be in civilian clothes, just walking around a park, giving a Covenant sympathizer a tour of Reach? Like, why? Why?" And she made a comment like the old Master Chief would have, had all the information beat out of her in like 5 minutes. Like, what the hell? I don't understand. Like, this show is just, oh my god. I'm trying to be positive, but there's no help for this show. This show is a disaster on so many levels. We get them, and then when he's giving her a little stroll on the park, the Marines come up to him saying there's an incident on one of the planets. So we need your help, Chief. And he just leaves her by herself. You have a potential Covenant spy that you don't know anything about, and just leave her by herself in the middle of a populated area. She almost kills a fucking dog. She almost killed somebody's pet because she freaked out with her little finger saber or whatever you want to call it. Oh, the show. Then we fast forward to Kai, which is funny. She got her pellet out and everything. The only saving grace of this episode that I am enjoying, and the only true Spartans of this whole show is Riz and what's the black dude's name? I can't think of his name right now. Vamer or Valmer, whatever his name. I'll put it whatever. Those two are what a Spartans are supposed to be. They're straightforward. No, not I'm not saying no emotion, but their mission, whatever the mission is, that's what a Spartan is. Not this emotional little kid who is trying to have his first kiss and all this crap with a girl. And you got Kai, who's out there placing bets with the Marines, how much she can lift and everything. She was having fun. But that wasn't that bad. I like Kai, but it's just, oh my god, I'm trying the show, it's making me drink. That's how bad the show is. What else happened? So that happens. Um, Cortana. Oh, so we get back, and after that whole little incident, um, oh my god, I don't even know why this was brought up. We have our first Halo love scene where, again, we see John naked and Mackie naked, and they have a sex scene. Why in the world? I've read so many Halo books, comics, and everything, played all the games. In what world will we see John having a love life, let alone a sex scene? I mean, come on, like why is this in the story? Like why? I don't understand. It makes no sense. Like there's so much source material you can go off of. I'm not saying do exactly what the books did, do exactly what the games did, whatever, but at least keep it what the core of what Halo is and what John is and what the Spartans are and what the Covenant War is, you know? I'm just like, oh my god, this episode, it wasn't as bad as the Quan show, but it's just, oh my god. So we get back and John gets to the command center where we see that they glass a planet. And I will say, that was pretty cool seeing how they glass a planet. That was pretty cool. But then John busts in there and is like giving out orders to all these generals. I'm like, first of all, John is only a master chief. He's not a general, so he wouldn't be barking out orders like that. You know, I don't. And then he admits to being compromised because they were saying something. He's like, I was okay. Oh, he was saying that they needed Mackie to touch the artifact, and he was like, they were like, no, she was raised by the covenant. She's compromised. You know, all that covenant program she has in her, she can't overcome that. And he's like, I overcome my programming. I'm like, so you admit that you're compromised, that you're not what you're meant to be. So it's just like, So fast forward, Halsey plots a scheme. Now, mind you, backtrack. The little weird thing was Cortana watched the whole love making scene, and then goes to Halsey saying that he has a girlfriend now. But there's a hint of jealousy in Cortana's voice and everything. So that's another love triangle that's going on. Um, what else? Halsey. Halsey hatches a plan to get the artifact. So she tells the other Spartans that the Z program is activated, which is that they're gonna basically get that all the command and reach has been affected by the artifact and they're compromised. So they need to take the artifact to her ship because she's getting kicked off the planet. And so Riz and Kai and what's his name? Why can't I remember his name? It starts with V, I know that, but they all go, they suit up, which is a pretty cool scene, I will say. But they go to see an artifact on the way. Halsey is monitoring their levels and everything. And she realized that Kai is compromised too, so she tells the other two to take her out. So they knock her out and handcuff her. And then she tells them that Chief's been compromised too. So they end up fighting Chief, which was a brutal fight. That was the only saving grace of the show. And like I said, that was, and the one problem I have with that scene. So they're both in full armor, and Chief is not wearing any armor as usual. And Chief is holding his own against two fully trained Spartans in armor. There's no way Chief would have been able to take him out. Like, I'm sorry, Chief is Chief, but going against two Spartans in armor, he wasn't the last. I mean, he put up a good fight, but no. I mean, honestly, they weren't trying to kill him. I guess that, but whatever. But luckily, he had Cortana in his head because she warned him that it was a trap, and she helped him by like throwing a warthog at what's his name, and telling him when Riz with all that stuff and everything. But then Kai comes in. She got free. I don't know how she got free, and she helps him. And at that moment, Mackie is in the because Miranda Keys finally deciphered that translation, that video, the message from the Covenant, and realized it was Mackie's voice, and she busts in, and Mackie is like, gotta help John, but it's like, no, she's part of it. She's on the voice, so they, arrest her and everything. They start tasing her and all that stuff, and then she happens to get up and she touches the artifact, and then boom, big old spark comes out, and that what knocks all the Spartans out, and that's how John gets free and all that stuff. And so that's basically what the episode ends. So I mean, but the show is Not Halo. It's not Halo. This is not Halo. This is not Halo. I'm sorry. I've tried and tried and tried. They had their moments that it was Halo episode 5. Brilliant. That if they would have kept on that most of the show, that style, this would have show been good. Not just action, but I just feel like there's so much source material in the show, and that they could have used so much, like instead of having the Quan, for example, instead of having Quan, why not have Sergeant Johnson in here and show the Marine side of it? I think Angry Joe made that comment in one of his videos. I agree with that. Um, I do like Cortana. I think her visually, I've gotten used to it. I think her animation has gotten better, and the voice actor, the original one, she's good. So I like Cortana. I like the other Spartans. Um, I just feel like this whole emotional thing with John is just stupid. They dove into it way too deep. I feel like it should have been a gradual thing, to escalate him, find his humanity, I guess, not just bam. Now he's an emotional little brat. I don't understand why Kai, you know, um, is doing her thing with the emotional pellet. Like, where are we going with that? I don't know. This show is just it's not Halo, and I'm sad for that. I'm very sad about that. I had very high hope for the show, and I know they got approved for season 2. So please, please, if anybody out there in CBS and Paramount, listen to the fans. We're not asking for a lot. I'm not saying dude Halo game, but just get back to the core of what Halo is. I mean, I don't know. This whole John rebelling like a little bratty kid is stupid. I think the Quan storyline was done wrong. The whole mystic part. I just feel like we need more Halo-ness to the show. Because like I said, the only thing that's Halo about this show is the name. That's just my rant. It's not really a recap, I guess you would say, a review. I'm just watching the show now just to finish it. I'm going down with the ship, I guess you would say, because I don't see any hope. I mean, there's one more episode left, I think. So I'm assuming that we're going to get the Halo, and that could be into season 1. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I hope it's a big battle or something. Just kind of give me some, something to be hype about next week. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this show. If you have the same feelings I have about the show, if you think it's a good show, yeah, what do you think they're going to do for season 2? I don't know. I've lost all hope as it is right now. I'm just, like I said, I'm going down with the ship. Uh, I'll see you guys on the next one. I need a drink again. Peace.